Greetings, YouTube. As I log into the game to do this video, I want to say off the bat, I get the anger. I've heard behind the scenes mostly some pushback from people who say I'm just becoming frozen yogurt. I'm such a softie for Kabam. I'm making fluff positive pieces about this new side quest and how great the rewards are compared to the amount of fights you have to do. And I stand slash technically sit by all of that in that video. I am not going to apologize for what I said about the greatness of the fights versus the rewards. I mean, it's amazing. And on top of that, let's just remind ourselves, this is the first month we have ever had, and I realize that if you can't do threat level 5 or you don't have access to it, you might not agree, but first time we've ever had a 6-star generic awakening gem in a side quest. This thing used to be the most expensive item in the game. It used to be Abyss Exploration, and that's it. We were foaming at the mouth over this thing, the 6-star Awakening Gem Crystal. But to have a chance, and it's a really easy chance if the first chapter is any indication, compared to what we've seen for the work before. Have a chance to get that item for a minimal amount of work and for free, and you can go back in as many times as possible. You just have to sacrifice energy because there are no keys this month like last month. It's incredible. And I am going to sing the praises of that fact forever. And I even like the fact that threat level 2 still gives you a tier 2 alpha and a 5-star awakening gem and 1,000 6-star shards. This almost feels like a compensation package. And threat level 3 gives you that generic 5-star awakening gem. And hey, how about this? How about some generic 6-star 6-stones from threat level 3 and rank up resources? This is threat level 3 and more 6-stars. This is all amazing. I bet Kabam's got to be looking at this like, we're giving away so much for free. Why are people still complaining? Well, we know why people are still complaining. Because, if we're being honest, and that's what we pride ourselves on this channel, the map layout is not user-friendly. So much so that I have been sent screenshots and guides of different colors to go through. It reminds me of when Labyrinth of Legends originally came out, and you were following paths with different colors. But that was even worse, of course, because you couldn't move the map around. You just had to trust that you hadn't repeated something. And I can't tell you how many people contacted me years ago to say, Prof, I just thought I explored the Labyrinth of Legends, and I have 2% left. I don't even know where that 2% is. Talk about frustrating and demoralizing. Thank God Kabam went against hidden maps for future content like they did after the Abyss. But who knows? Maybe it's coming back with Kabam. You never know. So, when I talk about the anger and I talk about the frustration, I get it. And that's my takeaway. I'm still going to praise the rewards of this especially so much. But my man Tony Stark 3000 is a prime example of somebody that thought he had explored it and not even close. Because technically, if you look at this map, he has beaten every defender. But the thing is, he hasn't crossed those dotted lines. And these nodes here are part of the exploration. So you're going to be fighting this Massacre at least twice. Now, the middle lane, you only have to fight once. That stays consistent. But remember, you got to go Human Torch and then north, and then Human Torch and then northwest, and then Massacre north, Massacre northeast, and you just keep following along. It feels like a bit of a Rubik's Cube, especially when you're not used to having to go over nodes that don't have defenders. But it's part of the thought process behind the ease of this. There's only, 3 fights per path? So, and it's a Yondu boss? Now, I'm not saying that all the bosses are going to be that easy, and Yondu can still wreck you. But baiting his special one compared to, say, baiting even Nick Fury's special one, not even a comparison. So I get the anger, YouTube. But let's be real. Still, you can restart it, and you can just use a small amount of energy. It's 1 per tile. compared to even last month with the different keys and how annoying some people thought it was to like have to use them all, and some people just said screw it, it's too much work, and so they just let keys dissolve, expire. The side quest went away. They still have keys in their hands because they didn't care enough to even get side quest crystal shards. I get all that. So I'm taking Kabam's side on this one with how great the rewards are, but I still understand why this is confusing and makes people angry. I get why this makes people angry. But let's take a deep breath and remember we're still very blessed to have a first time ever to do a 6-star generic awakening gem, and even like threat level 2 and 3 is by far the best rewards we've seen after you explore all 4 weeks. So let's focus on that. I do believe that a form of love is gratitude, and it's underrated being grateful in life. It's just an underrated thing. I don't care if you're talking about this game, or you're talking about the ability to wake up and have your health, or family, or you name it. I'm not saying that there aren't things that you wish that were better in your life, but I don't care what age you are, there's always going to be something that you wish was different. And so you just kind of got to deal with, the cards in your hand, I'm sorry if this feels like a sermon at the end of this video, but I had to say that. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.